The video we are resuming from Akbar. So as we can see that Akbar was coronated in Kalanpur, Punjab in 1556, and as Humayun died a fatal accident falling the stairs of Deen Pana. So Deen Pana was constructed by Humayun. Deen Pana was constructed by Humayun. So Humayun died a fatal accident falling the stairs of Deen Pana Library. Battle of Haldighati was fought in 1576 between Rana Pratap of Mewar against the deputed Man Singh from Akbar's side. Commander from Rana Pratap of Mewar was Hakim Khan. Then Akbar was born in 1542. Okay, so महज 14 साल की उम्र में he was coronated in Kalanpur, Punjab in 1556. So Hakim Khan was from the side of Rana Pratap of Mewar and Man Singh was from the side of Akbar. The first matrimonial alliance with Rajputs was established by Akbar with Kachwar Rajput. He went on pilgrimage to the mausoleum of Sheikh Moinuddin Chishti at Ajmer in January 1562. So he was going to the Dargah of Moinuddin Chishti in Ajmer in 1562, and the route to Dargah led through the Rajput state of Amer. बीच में आमेर का राजपूताना स्टेट पड़ता था और उसके रूलर थे बारमल. So its ruler Barmal offered his daughter Harkabai Jodha to Akbar, and 1562 Akbar's first Rajput marriage took place. Salim, that is Jahangir, was later born out of this wedlock. So this is Harkabai Jodha in 1562, and with this wife they were able to make Jahangir or Salim in 1569. Okay, then in the same year of marriage, Akbar killed Adam Khan. Akbar killed Adam Khan, the son of Mahamanga, as he tried to assassinate Akbar's prime minister. Not try, he actually did it. So Akbar killed Adam Khan, the son of Mahamanga, I think in 1569. So Akbar was a Chishti follower and frequently visited Ajmer, Moinuddin Chishti Dargah and Sikri Salim Chishti's Dargah in Fatehpur near Agra. And this is, I think Ajmer is in Delhi. So yes, these two dargahs are famous. So अभी तक हमने क्या देखा? So Akbar was coronated in Kalanpur, Punjab in 1556. Then his father Humayun died a fatal accident falling the stairs of Deen Pana. Battle of Haldighati was fought in 1576 between Rana Pratap and his commander Hakim Khan with Akbar and his commander Man Singh in 1576. Then Akbar was born in 1542, and the first matrimonial alliance that Akbar undertook with Rajputs was established with the Kachwar Rajput princess. Actually, he was going to Dargah of Moinuddin Chishti in 1562, and बीच में कहीं रास्ते में आमेर राजपूताना स्टेट पड़ रहा था, which was ruled by the Rajput Bharmal king, and Bharmal offered his daughter, that is Jodha Harkabai, to Akbar, and 1562 में इन दोनों की मैरिज हो गई, and उससे सलीम या फिर कह सकते हैं कि सलीम कौन था? जहांगीर was born out of this wedlock in 1569. Also in 1569, Akbar killed Adam Khan, who was the son of Mahamanga. Then two Rajput estates which did not accept Akbar's suzerainty were, एक तो मेवाड़ था, which was ruled by Rana Pratap, and दूसरा था मारवाड़, that was ruled by Chandrasen. ठीक है, तो ये दोनों बहुत important fact है. Then after the death of Rana Pratap, his son Amar Singh signed a treaty with Jahangir in 1650 that we have already read in, that is Treaty of Chittorgarh. So Jahangir signed that treaty with the son of Rana Pratap of Mewar, that is Amar Singh, in 1615. Anyways, the two Rajput estates which did not accept Akbar's suzerainty, so they were Marwar and Mewar. So Marwar was put under Chandrasen and Mewar was to Amar Singh जानते ही हैं, Rana Pratap and Amar Singh. Okay, then moving on, Durgavati Gondwana princess killed by Akbar in 1564. Then Abul Fazl's death caused by Prince Salim. When Salim started behaving as an independent king at Allahabad and became rebellious, Akbar called Abul Fazl from Deccan in 1602. But Fazl was killed by Veer Singh Bundela in a plot contrived by Salim. So Veer Singh Bundela was with Salim or Jahangir, and Fazl was killed in a plot contrived by Salim. Now this person Veer Singh Bundela, I think I read it something about Veer Singh Bundela MP में दतिया में कुछ तो है इनके द्वारा बनाया गया था. ठीक है, I'll recall that later. So Fazl was killed by Salim and Veer Singh Bundela together. through a plot. When Salim became emperor, Jahangir was when Salim became emperor Jahangir, he rewarded Veer Singh Bundela with 3,000 mansabdari. ठीक है. Now talking about the achievements and tasks that Akbar did, he abolished slavery in 1562. That's the same year when he was going to the Dargah of Moinuddin Chishti, and en route he came across Raja Bharmal of Amber and got married to Jodhabai Akbar. So that's the year 1562 when he abolished slavery. The next year I think he abolished pilgrim tax 1563, and the next year in 1564 he abolished jizya. So right from the year 1562 and consecutively for a couple of more years, he sort of abolished many taxes, three of which were: he abolished slavery in 1562, he abolished pilgrim tax in 1563, and then he abolished jizya in 1564, and he also started mansabdari in 1571. He also abolished child marriage and sati and allowed widow remarriage. Then he started that a man could only marry more than one wife if his wife was barren. 1575 ibadat khana bana diya. 1579 Mehraz Nama, after which Akbar adopted the title of Sultan Adil ya Imami Adil. No, that is not very important. Just remember these two facts, that 1575 Ibadat Khana and 1579 Mehraz Nama. Bakshi, talking about Bakshi, Bakshi basically refers to the name of the post who did recruitment and designations of proper rank and assignment of correct pay for soldiers. Basically, he inspected Mansabdars, while Mir Bakshi was head of the military department. Mansabdari, so mark the difference between Mir Bakshi and only Bakshi. So Mir Bakshi was head of the military department, whereas Bakshi did the recruitment and designations of proper rank and assignment of correct pay for soldiers. So recruitment and designations of soldiers, that was looked over by Bakshi, whereas Mir Bakshi was the head of the military department. Mansabdari type of military division was borrowed from the Mongolian army. Plus, every 10 Mansabdars had to maintain 20 horses, as it was essential to give rest to the horses during the long journeys. So every 10 Mansabdars had to maintain 20 horses. Alright. Then first Diwan of Akbar was Muzaffar Khan Turbati, but during his entire tenure, Diwan position or treasury head was occupied by Turbati, Todarmal and Mansur. So ये तीन लोग काफ़ी लंबे समय के लिए एज अ दीवान या फिर ट्रेजरार के पद पे काम किए थे अकबर के साथ, जिनमें से पहला तुर्बाती थे और फिर बाद में तोडरमल और मंसूर भी आ गए थे. तो इन तीन का नाम एज अ दीवान और ट्रेजरार ऑफ अकबर्स एम्पायर, अकबर्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के रूप में याद रखना है: तुर्बाती, तोडरमल एंड मंसूर. देन दस्तूर उल अमल and Zabti Khasre. Now these are some sort of formulas for estimating land revenue, just like Bantai, Muktai and Galla Bakshi. ये सब हमने पिछले लेक्चर में देखा था, शेर शाह का था. So actually शेर शाह also derived a few from here, that is Zabti Khasre and Dasturul Amal. These couple of formulas for determining the land revenue. Then Todarmal was the finance minister and his main assistant was Khwaja Shah Mansoor. I have already told you that Todarmal, Turbati and Mansoor. So this is the person that we were referring to as Mansoor previously. Under this system, the average produce of different crops as well as prices prevailing over the last 10 years was calculated. So average price as well as average produce for the last 10 years was calculated, and 1/3 of this average produce was the state's share. It was called as mal or lagan in simpler terms. Rest 2/3 share was left to cultivators as kharaj. So the portion that was left to the cultivators was called as kharaj, and the portion that was needed to be paid to the state, that was called as mal. This is called as Aine Dahsala or Todarmal Bandobast, that I already know. Aine Dahsala और Todarmal Bandobast यही था कि पिछले 10 साल के prices देखना है crops के and their produce as well. Then we have to find an average of that. After finding an average, we have to take 1/3 of that average, which needs to be paid as mal to the state, and kharaj needs to be kept with the cultivators. This mechanism of revenue disbursement was called Aine Dahsala or Todarmal Bandobast, while the Deccan land revenue was prevalent on the basis of number of plows. This is again a minute point, so we are not concerned about the prices or the average produce when it comes to Deccan Mughal Empire, we are more concerned with the number of blows on the basis of which taxes were implied. Now, persons who refused Din-e-Ilahi 1582, I know that Birbal did not accept. No, actually, only Birbal accepted Din-e-Ilahi. That was a sort of new religion propagated by Akbar based on the idea of secularism. But there were persons who refused from his own administration. They were Bhagwan Das and Man Singh, and these two people refused, sternly refused Din-e-Ilahi. And यहाँ से ये भी पता चल रहा है कि Din-e-Ilahi was started in 1582, and Bhagwan Das and Man Singh, they refused, and only Birbal from Akbar's administration had accepted Din-e-Ilahi. But the more important point is Din-e-Ilahi started in 1582. 1580, an ulema from Jaunpur Yazdi issued a fatwa against Akbar and asked all the Muslims to rebel against the Mughal emperor. So that was again a very rare event. Remember the year for that, and the name of this ulema, Jaunpur Yazdi, a fatwa against Akbar. That was an event of 1580. Then 1572 and 73, between these 2 years, Akbar annexed Gujarat and Khandesh region. To commemorate his victory, he constructed the Buland Darwaza at Sikri. So remember the year in which he conquered Gujarat Khandesh area, and he also won that, and then later on built Buland Darwaza at Sikri. It is a place 36 kilometers away from Agra. The Fatehpur Sikri complex contains various buildings such as Jodhabhai Mahal, Panch Mahal, Swarn Mahal, Diwani Am, Diwani Khas, Mariam ki Koti, and Birbal ki Koti. So a few to remember here are Jodhabhai, then Panch Mahal, Swarn Mahal, and Mariam and Birbal. So these two, these architectures were built in the memory of some people. So they are like Jodhabhai, Mariam, and Birbal. The other ones were Diwani Am, Diwani Khas, Swarn Mahal, Panch Mahal. Okay. While other monuments like Jahangir Mahal and Akbari Mahal, they are situated in Agra. So this Jahangir Mahal was built in Agra. The Panch Mahal in Fatehpur Sikri is especially inspired by the Buddhist architecture of multi-story buildings of Nalanda. So this is one of the rare points. I'll highlight that with a different color. The Panch Mahal in the Fatehpur Sikri complex was built taking ideas from the Nalanda Buddhist architecture. Now Akbar's chief architect was Qasim Khan, just like Ustad Isa was instrumental in building the Taj Mahal. However, Akbar's architect was Qasim Khan, and don't confuse this Qasim Khan with this person, Hakim Khan, who was fighting from Rana Pratap's side during the Battle of Haldighati. Qasim Khan was Akbar's architect, and Agra Fort is the earliest style of Akbar's style. Jahangir's Mahal lies within the Agra Fort. In the previous paragraph, I told you that Jahangir Mahal was built in Agra, and Agra Fort was also built with the earliest style of Akbar's style. Okay, so Agra Fort was, I think, also built by Akbar. So not only Agra Fort, but Jahangir Mahal was also built by Akbar for his son Jahangir. And so these two are a couple of rare architecture forms. They were built outside of Fatehpur Sikri in Agra. One is Agra Fort and the other is Jahangir Mahal. So the Jahangir Mahal lies within the complex of Agra Fort and was built by Akbar for his son Salim or Jahangir. Along with Agra, Akbar also made forts in Lahore as well as Allahabad. The tomb of Akbar is situated in Sikandra, which is a small village founded by Sikandar Lodi. And so again, a rare point to remember that this place was founded by Sikandar Lodi. Akbar named this place as Bahistabad, which is also a good point to remember. Babur's tomb in Kabul, Humayun's tomb in Delhi, and Jahangir's tomb in Lahore. So I was forgetful about Jahangir's tomb. I'll color that with a different color. Jahangir's tomb is in Lahore, Humayun's tomb is in Delhi, and Babur's tomb is in Kabul, and Akbar's tomb is in Sikandra, which he called as Bahistabad, the town which was founded by Lodis, Sikandar Lodi to be precise. Sikandra. Okay, the translation of Mahabharata in Persian was done by Abul Fazl and Badauni and Faizi. Actually, the translation department entirely was put under Faizi, but the Ramayana translation was done by Badauni and Fazl, Abul Fazl. This person was killed by Akbar's own son Salim when he was young, taking help of Veer Singh Bundela, Abul Fazl. Okay, so while he was alive, he did the translation of Mahabharata in Persian. Then it was called as Razmnama. Now, don't confuse Razmnama with Mehraznama that Akbar started in 1575. It is written here. कहा गया ये 1579 में आता है महराजनामा एंड 1575 इबादत खाना. 1575 में तो इबादत खाना आया था, 1579 में महराजनामा. आई थिंक 1579 में महराजनामा आया था और ये रज़्मनामा आया था owing to the efforts of Abul Fazl, who translated Mahabharata into Persian, while Ramayana was translated by Badauni. So Ramayana was translated by Badauni, whereas Mahabharata was translated by Abul Fazl. To mark the minute difference, that Ramayana was translated by Badauni, whereas Mahabharata was translated by Abul Fazl. Now Faizi translated Leelavati, and Abul Fazl translated Kaliya Daman and wrote in Ani Akbari. So this point is again quite forgetful. Ani Akbari was written by Abul Fazl, and Faizi translated Leelavati, Badauni translated Ramayana, and Abul Fazl translated Mahabharata. Tabaqat-e Akbari was written by Nizamuddin Bakshi, another writer from Kashmir, was awarded the title of Zari Kalam by Akbar. He was Hussain. So just like Shah Jahan bestowed the title of Buland Iqbal to Darashikoh and I think another title to poet Kalim, Akbar also gave the title of Zari Kalam to one of his writers from Kashmir, that is Hussain. Then Akbar's Jain scholar, that is a person with a surname Suri, who was also called as Jagat Guru. Another Jain scholar was Chandra Suri, who was awarded the title of Yug Pradhan. तो अकबर के दो जैन स्कॉलर्स थे, एक जगत गुरु who was Hari Vijay Suri and the other was Chandra Suri. Alright, then I think there were some painters in Akbar's court. The prominent among them were Daswant and Basavan. These two, at least remember these two. And apart from that, Mahesh, Miskin, Mukund and Madhu. So these few were painters in the court of Akbar. Now I will take a break and then come back and do all the conquests that were undertaken by Akbar. Okay, I'm back. So we had to resume from this point. So Akbar ने कई conquest की थी. Okay, इसका एक mnemonic हल्का सा बनाया है. हालांकि I think this is not complete, but still if the order comes like the order of conquests of various places done by Akbar, then this will hold true largely. So the first is Gal, Gal, then Ja, then Mal, then Chu, then Chi, then Rand, then Marwa, then Gi. Right. So these are the conquests done by Akbar, and the period from 74 to 76 was I've labeled as intermission, but I think between this intermission period, I think he did Haldi Ghati, then Kabka, actually KAB, that is Kab, stands for Kabul, and I think the another KA stands for some place else. I'll have to confirm the mnemonic explanation. Then Sindh, Ori, Balu, AHA, AS, ठीक है. Sindh, Ori, Balu, AS. So everything started from Gal, that is basically Gwalior, that is in the year 1559, and then the next one is JA, that is Jaunpur, and the next one is MAL, that is Malwa. So just like I told you that 1560 to 63 and 1564, these were consecutive years when he was removed. He removed pilgrim tax in 63, and he removed jizya in 64, and I think he also abolished slavery in 1562. The same year he got married to Jodha Akbar, right? So Harkabai Jodha. All right. Now the conquests, I'm going to tell you once again. So everything starts with Malwa, that is 1559, and no, I'm sorry, that is Gwalior. 1559 is Gwalior, and then Jaunpur is 1560, and then MAL, that is 1561 Malwa. So ye ho gaya. Now 1564 is a capture of Gondwana, that is Garha Katanga. Now expedition in Khyber Pass to suppress Roshnai tribes under Pir and Jalala under leadership of Zain Khan. ओके, एंड सैयद एज वेल एज बीरबल। तो यहाँ 3 लोग, जैन, सैयद एंड बीरबल, 3 लोग मिलके रोशनाई ट्राइब्स का रेबेलियन को सप्रेस करने के लिए खैबर पास में भेजे गए थे अकबर के द्वारा, एंड दैट वाज डन इन आई थिंक 1564, एंड no, that was not done in 1564. 1564 is something else, that is capture of Gondwana, which is also called as Garha-Katanga, whereas Khyber Pass expedition to suppress the Roshnai tribes under the leadership of Pir and Jalala, वहाँ पे 3 लोग इंस्ट्रूमेंटल हैं, हालांकि मेन इंस्ट्रक्शंस वर commanded by Akbar, but the officials who went there were Birbal, Zayn and Sayyid, जिसमें से Birbal died. So Birbal died in suppressing the Roshnai tribe revolt in the Khyber area. Similarly, another tribe, Balochis, and in the Sindh, they were suppressed by Khani Khanan, and Akbar ordered Munim Khan to suppress the revolt in Bihar by Daud Khan. Similarly, Akbar also ordered this person, Munim Khan, to suppress the revolt in Bihar by Daud Khan. Then Bihar was finally annexed in 1574, but Daud fled to Bengal, where Todarmal Muzaffar Khan and Hussain Quli Khan jointly defeated Daud and merged Bihar and Bengal in 1576. So, the first attempt of annexing Bihar was done in 1574. But then Daud resisted this annexation. However, he fled to Bengal, and but Mughal officials followed him to Bengal. Todarmal Muzaffar Khan and Hussain Quli Khan, ये 3 लोग बंगाल तक उसका पीछा किए और फिर फाइनली बंगाल में हरा के बिहार को तो अनेक्स किए ही थे 1574 में, अभी बंगाल को भी कर लिए थे 1576 में. So these are like couple of annexations that I've forgotten to mention over there above in the intermission period. जो यहाँ पे लिखा है दैट इज़ बेसिकली इंटरमिशन पीरियड में बंगाल, बिहार एंड उड़ीसा को कैप्चर किया था. मैंने यहाँ लिखना भूल गया हूँ, ठीक है. इफ़ नॉट उड़ीसा, आई थिंक बंगाल एंड बिहार तो यहाँ पे ज़रूर आएगा इंटरमिशन पीरियड में. दैट इज़ फ्रॉम बिटवीन 74 एंड 76. सो एक बार फिर से बता देते हैं कॉन्क्वेस्ट. सो एवरीथिंग स्टार्ट्स विद ग्वालियर 1559, एंड देन जा, दैट इज़ जौनपुर 1560, then Mal, that is Malwa 1561, and then Chunar, then I don't know what is the place which starts from CHIG, then Ranthambore, then Marwar, and then I think GY. What could be the place starting from GYI? I don't know. I'll confirm that. Then intermission period में तुम्हारा बंगाल और बिहार हो गया था, and basically it was the resistance was offered by Daud Khan from Bihar. Then he fled to Bengal. Then Todarmal, Hussain Quli and Muzaffar Khan followed him till Bengal, और वहाँ पे दाऊद खान को मार के फाइनली बंगाल भी सप्रेस कर दिए थे, अनेक्स कर दिए थे 1576 में. हल्दी घाटी का भी हुआ था. दैन कबका, सिंदोरी, बालू, आस, आई थिंक असीरगढ़ है लास्ट वाला, AS वाला, 1601 में किया थे. फिर कैप्चर ऑफ गोंडवाना 1564, गढ़ा कटंगा भी बोलते हैं. खैबर पास में किसको भेजे थे अकबर? यहाँ तो बीरबल को भेजे थे, और कौन गया था? सैयद और जैन खान भी गए थे बीरबल के साथ, हालांकि यहाँ पे बीरबल मारे गए थे. फिर बिलोचीज़ इन द सिंध एरिया, यहाँ भी रिवोल्ट हुआ था, तो मुनीम खान को भेजा था अकबर सप्रेस करने के लिए. और फिर बिहार में दाऊद खान की स्टोरी तो हम बता ही चुके हैं. ओके, सो मूविंग ऑन, द मेडिवल राइटर हु रिफर्स टू द डिस्कवरी ऑफ अमेरिका वाज अबुल फजल. The first Englishman to visit Akbar's court was Ralph Fitch 1585. ये हम ऑलरेडी बता चुके हैं. However, Montserrat, Aquaviva, Enrique had come previously 1580 at Fatehpur Sikri as the first Christian Jesuit missionary. So they were not travelers per se. They were more related to proselytizing agents of the English kingdom. So Montserrat and Aquaviva and Enrique, these three Jesuit, as a part of the Jesuit mission, Christian missionary, they had come previously in 1580 at the Fatehpur Sikri. But normal travelers की बात करें तो फिर Ralph Fitch was the first Englishman to come in Akbar's court in 1585. Then something about the mansabdari, अब देख लो ये क्या है. So Zat was the rank of the mansabdar, whereas so Zat was the rank of the mansabdar, and I think Sawar was the number of horses that he carried. Anyways, the Mansabdar system was a military department within the administrative system. This system is believed to have originated in the Mongolia से लिया गया था ये. It prevailed during the Babur and Humayun's reign, but was not very significant later. When Akbar became the ruler, he had made some important changes in the system and made it way more efficient. It was Akbar who introduced the ranks of Zat and Sawar in the Mansabdari system. Okay, so Zat and Sawar concept कौन लेके आया था? ये अकबर लेके आया था. इससे पहले भी हालांकि मनसबदारी सिस्टम चल रहा था, बट इसमें ज़ात और सवार वाला कॉन्सेप्ट अकबर लेके आया था. Though it was an efficient system, the following Mughal rulers did not maintain the practice of the system. According to Akbar's system, Zat indicated the number of soldiers under the Mansabdar, whereas Sawar indicated the number of horse or cavalrymen under him. So Zat also kind of correlated to the rank of the Mansabdar officer, along with the number of foot soldiers that he commanded, and Sawar was not related to his rank. However, Sawar indicated the number of cavalrymen he commanded. Now, if the number of Sawar was equal to the number of Zat, then the officer was first class Mansabdar. Okay. Then if the number of Sawar was more than half the number of Zat, then the officer was second class Mansabdar. And if the number of Sawar was less than half the number of Zat, then the officer was a third class Mansabdar. Alright. So, अच्छा क्या है इसमें? अच्छा ये है कि ज़ात रैंक के बराबर सवार रैंक है तो तुम्हारा फर्स्ट क्लास मनसबदार हो जाएगा. मतलब जितने फुट सोल्जर्स उतना ही कैवलरीमैन. देन इफ़ द नंबर ऑफ सवार दैट इज़ ज़्यादा हैं, या कह सकते हैं कि हाफ द नंबर ऑफ ज़ात हैं. मान लो 10 घोड़े हैं और फुट सोल्जर्स 5 हैं, तो फिर तुम्हारा सेकंड क्लास मनसबदार हो जाएगा. ठीक है. और इफ़ द नंबर ऑफ सवार वाज लेस दैन हाफ द नंबर ऑफ ज़ात, मतलब अगर फुट सोल्जर्स if the number of sawar was less than, no I'm sorry, if the number of sawar was more than half the number of zat, मतलब अगर ज़ात 5 है, मतलब तुम्हारी 5 फुट सोल्जर्स हैं और हाफ द नंबर ऑफ ज़ात, और तुम्हारे पास 2.5 से ज़्यादा घोड़े हैं, तो तुम सेकंड क्लास हो जाओगे. और इफ़ द नंबर ऑफ सवार वाज लेस दैन हाफ द नंबर, और 2.5 से कम है, तो फिर तुम ठीक है थर्ड क्लास मनसबदार हो जाओगे. तो ये क्लियर हो गया. देन ज़ात वाज एक्चुअल रैंकिंग ऑफ द मनसबदार एंड सवार वाज एन एडिशनल अलाउंस. The higher the sawar, the more additional allowance was paid to the mansabdars. हाँ, ये एक point note कर लो. For example, the mansabdar was paid ₹2 for each horseman under him. Therefore, if a mansabdar's sawar rank was 250, then he would be paid an extra allowance of ₹500. The maximum zat rank that a mansabdar could have under the rule of Akbar was 5,000. The higher ranks were reserved for the royal princes. तो normal day-to-day administration में 5,000 की मनसबदारी मेरे ख्याल से हाईएस्ट थी. इसके ऊपर की रैंक की ज़ात रैंक मनसबदार केवल रॉयल प्रिंसेस वगैरह के लिए रिज़र्व रखा गया था. सो दैट इज़ ऑल अबाउट अकबर. अब अगले वीडियो में हम क्या करें, बाबर के बारे में देख सकते हैं. ठीक है. हालांकि ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं है, नहीं बड़ा है, बिकॉज उसमें फिर लोदीज़ भी आएंगे और शेरशाह भी आ जाएगा. ठीक है. तो अगले लेक्चर में बाबर देखते हैं. हो जाएगा आज, बाबर भी हो जाएगा. उसके बाद थोड़ा शेरशाह के बारे में देख लेंगे. ठीक है. ऑल राइट.